It's bedtime and my birds are terrified to go to bed. And poor birds, good reason. My little birds. Hey, you guys don't want to go to bed, huh? They'd rather come into the house with me. They're all scared. Hope I can protect them tonight. It is raining hard. Really, really hard. Wow. It is just raining incredibly hard right now. It sounds like somebody turned on the shower. That's amazing. What's sad is my container was full and I didn't get the water transferred over before the rain hit. I could be gathering gallons and gallons and gallons of water right now. This is incredible downpour. They've been warning for flash floods for days. Well, it's been raining for days, but they keep giving us a flash flood warning. And I'll tell you what, there was a creek flowing through my drive today. It was just flowing, and it wasn't raining this hard. I'd love to see what it looks like now. It's some serious rain. Something is out there. Something keeps triggering my light. I can hear owls, but they're not by the chickens. I'm sitting here, straining my eyes to see what's out there. Because if it's a raccoon, and I don't know where it is, and I run out the door, I'll never get it. That light keeps coming on. It went off. I have to see what it is and where it is before I run out that door. Okay, now I have goosebumps. The trap was just broke. It's definitely the raccoon. He's here. It's dark. Anybody who thinks you can run around in the forest and shoot an animal that's running through the pitch black darkness of the forest, I don't know. I guess I'm not that good. But what I'm getting good at is trapping raccoons. At least I can go to sleep now for tonight. I think there's more though. Something keeps triggering my light. This is driving me insane. Something's out here. This is going to be a long, long night. I just want my birds to live their lives. Yeah, whoever said where there's one, there's more, they were right. There's probably more out right now. That's why that light keeps kicking on. And they're not afraid of people. That's the problem. Look how pitch black it is. Only what my light shines on you can see. It is black out here. I just want to go to sleep. Baby cat knows. She's all stiff in fear. She knows the raccoons and she knows they're scary things. Poor cat. And 3:30. I can still get a couple hours of sleep, I guess. I got this old junk chainsaw out of the forest again. I'm going to use some more parts out of it. This and this piece of PVC pipe are going to be part of my chicken electric fence for the chicken coop. I'm going to use the coil out of here. I'm going to make myself a electric fence around the chicken coop and try to keep the raccoons off. Hope I can get this going. Not quite sure what holds this on. I sure hope it's not underneath here. Probably is. Looks like it is. It'll be held on underneath here. I don't know if I can pull it off. I don't know if I can do this. Get a screwdriver. Well, that was easy. Very easy. Surprised. See where this coil hooks on. This is an interesting setup. Well, this coil's on there. Wow. It's all one piece. I'd like to get this out with spark plug head on there if I can. Okay, I wonder how many other parts this old motor is going to give me in the future. Alright, there is my electric fence coil. I don't need all this junk on here though. Clean this up, I bet I can take this apart a little bit further. I hope. Well, there's my coil. It's permanently mounted to this frame. If I took it off, then all these plates would fall apart, and I don't want to do that. Well, I guess I could and then put screws to them later. But for now, I just want to test this. I cleaned it. I'm going to put some pulses of 12 volt DC through it and see if it'll work. Well, the birds made it through the night. They were terrified last night though at bedtime. It was hard for them. The raccoon has been pulling at the wires. I was straightening him out, but he had been pulling at the wires here. You can see they were all bent. I don't know if you can see how this is bowed outwards. And I definitely have to reinforce them here. This one's bent pretty badly. I don't know if you can see that. But he's been working at them. And I reinforced also on the roof the top of the wiring, so if he did manage to get up on there, and it looks like there was some weight on here because it's bowed down and inwards, so he was all over this thing. And then to help them survive last night, I put a piece of pallet down up against the door so he could not pry it open, and so he wouldn't be able to dig underneath. This was my weakest point in the whole thing, of course, and you know, he broke through. And now to show you in better light, what I did is I reinforced this yesterday here and put screen inside all the way down. Then I wrapped screen from here down. This is just hanging, and then I used a rubber strap to secure it all the way back. So there's some tension on there just to slow him down more. And now somebody criticized me for having these rubber straps here, but there's a lot of pressure on this door with 3 rubber straps. I mean, seriously, that's a lot of pressure on this door. So he wasn't going to move it that way. That is not how he got in. He got in by ripping this door downwards, loosening the hinges, and somehow squeezed through this little tiny gap. I don't know how he did that and pulled out chickens, but he did. And then last night, I took all these boards here and I stuffed the chicken coop closed with boards so he couldn't get through either way. The chickens were essentially stuck inside last night. But they made it. They made it through. Last night though, the raccoon didn't come after the chickens. He came for the trap because he was coming for his other bird. I guessed right by assuming that the other chicken that he had left in the forest was for the next night. I was right, and he came for it. And yeah, so that was a success. My chickens survived the night. Now today I've been working on the... Sorry, I got mosquitoes tearing me up. They're really bad out here. They're loving this weather right now. This continuous rain is mosquito breeding property. Everything is a breeding ground for them now. My garden has been neglected due to the heat and the rain. It rains every day, so I really need to get out here and work. I just haven't had the chance because it just rains all the time. I honestly haven't seen much sun in, I don't even know, maybe over a month that we've had an actual whole sunny day. I mean, with no rain. But this is exceptional to my town and where I live, and I think it's probably the mountains have something to do with that. Hi, this is Troy from the do-it-yourself world and the off-grid project. It's really hot. I know some people think I'm complaining, but I don't mean it as complaining. I'm just giving a daily report of what it's like out here. If it's cold, I'm going to mention it's cold. If it's raining, I'm going to tell you it's raining. If it's hot, I'm going to say it's hot. I think this is a very unusual year. I just think it's very amazing this year, the extreme odd weather we've had. So I'm going to probably, until this year becomes halfway normal, I'm probably going to keep mentioning the weather. I also live in a very strange area. There's these mountains right here, and I'm right on the east side of the mountains, and it seems like I'm getting more extreme weather than my friends who are just 20-30 miles away. So it's just weird to see the difference here. It's weird to see the weather. It's weird to have rain every day. It's just unusual. But anyway, enough of the weather. I would like to apologize for taking some of the comments personal. When I mentioned the other day when I was digging the hole, I mentioned, you know, if you think you can do it better, come on over. Sorry about that. I think the heat's getting to my head a little bit, and I shouldn't make such comments. I shouldn't let anybody get to me. Everybody has their right to their opinion. Everybody can say or think what they want. Basically, you're not here. It's me here. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I shouldn't let any comments influence me. So, sorry about any sarcastic remarks I've made. That's not normal for me, and I'm not going to do that anymore. I apologize. I would like to explain some of my projects here. Some people seem to think I'm getting off track. Well, honestly, I don't think so. I do think the heat has delayed me greatly. Example, it's 6:30 right now in the afternoon. I only just got out of bed. I had to lay down. I have just been, it's just knocking me out. The heat is taking a lot of energy from me. And it's slowing me down. Actually, I'm not getting as much work done as I'd like to. But anyway, enough of all that. The point being, the off-grid project, I started the off-grid project with a list of projects I want to do to show people how to get off the grid on a budget. A lot of things I'm going to do, a lot of things I have done, and a lot of things I'm doing may not be done the best way. You're right. What I'm doing is I'm doing things with a post-apocalypse scenario in mind, or a post-collapse, or a pioneer scenario, or as if you have bugged out, you're in a new location, you're scavenging for parts, you're using what's at hand. Sure, I could go and pay for gas for everything. I could have AC in here, I could have bright lights, I could have disco parties, I could have everything I want in here, but that would not be the off-grid project. And I wouldn't have the money for that anyway. Yeah, I could get a normal job and I could go ahead and do all that, but the off-grid project is my job. It's taken me full time to do this, and this is a series of experiments to show you how you could survive in this type of situation on a budget. And digging a hole in the ground for geothermal cooling and to bury my food for cold food storage is important to the project. This is my home now. This is where I live. I need to have a place to put vegetables when the garden starts producing. Tomatoes in this 80-90 degree weather and high humidity will last 1 or 2 days before they rot on your table. I need to have cold food storage before the harvest is ready. So yes, I'm going to dig. That's one example of something that's going on that looks weird. Maybe the timing might be off. Maybe I should wait for cooler weather. But honestly, it has to be done before the end of the year. The RV is going to be my home. I was hoping to get it done faster than I did, but the
the weather either being too wet or too hot and humid is slowing me down. I can't paint when it's raining out because I have all the windows closed and it'll be just humid in here and it could ruin the paint, at least from my understanding. So it's slowing me down a bit. I wanted to be moved in here by the end of the month. Right now, I don't know. I'm just going to do my best. Because when winter comes, this is going to be way better. Way, way better. This is a solid steel frame construction. Mice cannot get in here. This panel here will never be attacked by mice, and that's good. That's when I saw and researched this on the internet, that's why I chose this motorhome to live in. The walls that weren't water damaged are going to be secure and solid and clean. There's nothing to be in here, so this will be my home. Therefore, I hope to get this done before winter. It also has solid foam insulation, whereas that old camper has fiberglass insulation, which was only an inch thick, sometimes squished in between the frame and the outer siding. It was just laid in and squished together, and it's not good. And then mice have tunneled in it, and it's disgusting. So this will be my home. Something else I'd like to explain is why it seems to be that I am sort of scattered and I don't finish a project and I break up my work all the time. I start something, I go to something else, and I go to something else and go to something else. Well, there's a reason for that. If I wasn't doing a daily video blog, then I probably would sit down on one day and start a project and see it through in one sitting. And it would take me 8 to 16 to 20 hours, maybe 2 days long, whatever, and I would just do it. But if I did just one thing all day long and didn't mix it up, that would make some really boring video. So honestly, the only thing that doing video, how a video is affecting me in my life, is that I am breaking up my work a little bit, making it a little bit more entertaining. So I hope you understand that. All the projects will be done. The rain is influencing me a lot, like my garden. I really wanted to have that done by now, but it's been raining every day since I tilled it. So, you know, there's things that I want to get done that I'm held back based on the weather. I spent all day yesterday working on the chicken coop, reinforcing it, and it's better. Most of today too, and oh, we're getting there. So anyway, I hope that explains things a little bit. I do have a system, I have a pattern, I have a plan, and I'm following that plan. Every day I write down what's got to be done today, what are my goals for today, and I try to see that through. So, you know, again, forgive me for any sarcastic words, for taking things personally. I want to thank you all, everybody, for all your comments, both good and bad. Everything's helpful. All criticism is helpful. So thank you. I have my chainsaw coil here, a battery, a spark plug. Now, I'm going to see, sadly the day is flying by on me pretty quickly. I really thought I'd get this chicken wire done today, sooner than this. Trying to find a ground point on here. Put the battery on the ground of the case here somewhere. Now, I probably need thicker wires for this. I don't know if I have anything hanging around. There's a good thick wire. It's probably too long though. Anyway, what I need to do is hooking up a spark plug to the coil system here. Use a fat ground. I'm essentially going to try to emulate a ignition system in a vehicle or lawnmower, as this was. Let me see, that'll be ground. And positive on the battery. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I don't know if I'm going to see it. Yes, I have spark. I don't know if that shows up on camera. Let me see if I can turn this a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see this on camera. Let me zoom in focus. Alright, this is awkward. I'm trying to look into the camera as I look at my spark plug. Can you see that sparking? Sparking a lot on the coil. Hold on. That is awkward. I don't know if you can see it sparking on the spark plug, but it is. So, but I'm getting a larger spark on the other end for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it's sparking. Spark plug is sparking. So what I've got here is I'm setting up the lawnmower or the chainsaw coil with a 12-volt battery to try to get some spark on this plug. The idea is this will be, if I can get an oscillator going here, which is a switch that goes on and off really fast, I can try to get a spark continuously going through the spark plug, which will show me that there's high voltage going through the line. And if that works, then I can run this outside and hook it up. So now let me see if I can get an oscillator going. I've received a package today from a fellow YouTuber, 2012 Solarful, S-O-L-A-R-F-U-L, and he did not want this coming apart in the mail. It's taped up well. I recognize 2012 Solarful as one of my top commenters, and also a very strong Bible believer. So I'm curious to see what we get here. Okay, that was a tough package to get open. So, we've got here a very tightly packed envelope. Smart thinking on the shipping there. Got some zip ties. Always being used out here. Oh look, funny enough, an alligator clip, what I needed just a minute ago. Got me curious what else is in here if I could pull out some alligator leads. That's so useful. Oh good, more heat shrink tubing. Different colors. I will probably be using that in the chicken tractor soon. Oh nice. Something else I can always use. Alligator clip ends and leads. Some meter cables. Let's see here. Uh-oh, this is looking good, I think. If I can get this out of here. Oh yes. You have no idea. You have no idea the timing of this. My meter just quit on me. My favorite meter. It's ancient. It's rugged. It's taped. It's ugly. And it just quit on me. And it's not the battery. It just quit measuring voltage, period. And I have actually put off my Bedini projects. You probably haven't seen me working on my batteries. Actually, right here you can see in the corner, because my meter quit. So the timing of this is so perfect. Nobody could have known this. Thank you so much. Unbelievable. Thank you. Well, I don't usually read messages out, but this one is good. He says, "Thank you so much for all the great videos and the DIY world. Please keep posting new videos and projects. Thank you, and God bless." Well, thank you so much. I think God definitely must have been leading you here. We have a very nice photo of a sailboat. You'll have to tell me the story behind that later. I had a sailboat for a week. I bought a sailboat and I sailed up through Long Island, around Manhattan, all across around New York, and then, well, it didn't last long, but I got to sail and it was nice. It was beautiful. Well, thank you so much. I've got another package here. It seems that the post office likes to keep them, send them all at once. I try to tip the address and stuff away to protect me and the people who sent these. This is from Saunders Axe 2618, by the way. I recognize that name from YouTube as well. We have a letter here. Let's see what we have here. There's a bag in here. Everything's in a bag. Okay. Sadly, the box is small for the baby cat. Oh, she sees it. She's running. Like, oh wow, there's a bag. What do we have here? Instant coffee crystals. Oh, nice. Actually, these are nice for not only just emergency or when you run out of coffee, but what is there? 7 single-serve packets. Very good. These are good for hiking, backpacking, camping, and emergency purposes. What do we have here? Real men love Jesus. Maybe I'll put that in my camper. And what do we have here? Well, these are nice looking. America, one nation against God. Yeah, that's sort of sad. I'll have to read this later. Whole stack of leaflets. He said these are for me and my church. I'll take a look at these later. America used to be a Bible-believing Christian nation. I don't mean to offend anybody out there, but I know there's atheists, and I know there's Buddhists, and I know there's Jews, and I know there's everything out there. But I found my faith. I believe in God. I believe America was based on the Bible. I'll have a look at that. Oh, nice. Little mints. I used to suck on these all the time. I haven't bought any in a while. Well, thank you. From YouTube, Saunders Axe 2618. Thank you. Well, I'm risking death by vampire mosquitoes out here, but since I got the new chainsaw, yeah, here they come. I just now settled, and here they are. I got my new chainsaw chain, and I haven't run this. I think I need a shot of off, just to sit out here. And I haven't run this since the day you saw me get this going. So, I just want to see if this is going to run. Wow, mosquitoes are bad out here. Pull the choke. I think, yep, there's the gas primer. So I just want to make sure this will be running now. Let me see, there's the start. Oh, nice. Again, I haven't had this running since that day. I just want to get it going and make sure it's going to be fine. Good. It's going to be a good machine. I'll let that clutch stop spinning. Actually, I think I'm going to put this together right now. Let me see if that'll start up again. Very nice. This is going to be a good machine. I gotta get my sockets out. Well, I sure hope this thing works. I really hope it fits. That'd be good to start cutting some wood. I have to see which way this goes in here, actually.
Well, hope this is not one of those YouTube moments. Not good, the clutch isn't stopping. There it goes. Might be running out of gas. Idle's too high. It idles too high. I'm going to have a chainsaw. I think I can access it right here. I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. There's the idle screw. Easy fix. Now we got the idle down. Oops. I think it still needs some cleaning. Well, the rain's coming, so I gotta pack up, but I have a chainsaw. I don't know if you can hear that. It's yet another thunderstorm. It's amazing. There's an airplane going overhead at the same time, so I don't know if you can hear the thunder. It's just rolling and rolling and rolling. Well, this brings to a close another day of work outside. I'm going to go in.